Hello, welcome everybody. Hello, this is the first ever ingredient idol for food and beverage, so give it up. No, 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 no. Give it up! Come on! Yes, the first ever! Yes! So I'm Adasha Townsend. I'm the content director for Food and Beverage, Supply Side Food and Beverage Journal. And I'm so excited about this because this is our first time, our fourth time with Ingredient Idol supplements, but the first time for F&B, so we finally get some love at this damn thing. So I'm so happy. So now we've gathered here today to celebrate innovation, science, and the future of food and beverage. Five, there were six, but it's five. Extraordinary ingredients are vying for the title of Ingredient Idol, each with the potential to revolutionize the industry. So we have two categories, food and beverage, of course. There will also be a People's Choice Award for both categories, and we need your participation for that win. So if you have a particular favorite, you're going to have to make some noise for that person. First, let's meet our esteemed panel of judges. Nadia Kamal, come on, girl, is a partner at Topi Ventures. Her focus on is on agriculture technology and is stemmed from her Ethiopian grandparents' involvement in large-scale farming and food distribution. After commercializing multiple food and beverage products, she now globally incubates sustainable CPG products brands as co-founder and partner of boutique firm Topi Ventures. Please sit down. Also, Daniel Schwarf is founder and CEO of Startup CPG. He is a longtime CPG veteran. While CEO of Machu Picchu, the energy beverage standout became the fastest growing natural channel brand in its first year on shelf. Previously, he was head of strategy at food tech pioneer Eat Just and a director at Mars Chocolate's global pricing team. And finally, longtime supporter of Supply Side West is Sam Kressler. He is the principal for Store Innovation. Kressler's studies in culinary arts, sustainability, and food systems, combined with work experience across the gamut, helped shape his firm's unique and effective business model. Let's give our judges a hearty round of applause. They're awesome, they're good people, and they're hysterical. And guess who Simon is? Who wants to guess who the Simon is? Who wants to guess? No, it's the lady. So beware. Okay, now let's get ready to meet our finalists. Each contestant will have 2 minutes to pitch their ingredient, highlighting its unique properties, market potential, and potential to improve human health. With further ado, let's the competition begin. We'll start with the food category. First up is Paul Peterson, Global Alternative Proteins Leader, ICL Food Specialties Ingredient. Come on, Paul. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Good afternoon. Let's start by imagining the future of food. A future where plant-based meats and seafoods are just as flavorful, nutritious, and easy to cook as their traditional counterparts. Today, I'm going to introduce to you our innovative Rovitaris binding solution, which is based on Rubisco protein. It's a clean label binding solution designed for plant-based meats and seafood applications. Historically, plant-based foods have relied on chemically modified additives such as methyl cellulose to bind all the ingredients. But the future's clean, the future's plant-based, and that's where the science of Rovitaris binding solution comes in. So Rubisco is a very prevalent protein. It is found in lemna leaf, also known as duckweed. It is the most abundant protein on planet Earth, as it is present in all green foliage. And thanks to our partnership with Plantable Foods and the advancements in the growing technology for lemna leaf and also the isolation technology, we now have access to this Rubisco protein, which is a powerful ingredient as a favorable alternative to methyl cellulose. Now, Rubisco binding solution improves the texture of plant-based products. It enhances the flavor and ensures that we have great water and oil retention across a wide range of temperatures. It's very effective at cold temperatures and at hot temperatures for your food applications. And it provides perfect consistency, texture, and mouthfeel. But it's not just about the performance of our product. It also provides a cleaner label, healthier product, and a more environmentally friendly food production system. The market potential is large. It's a $2 billion industry for methyl cellulose, and our Rovivirus binding solution, we believe, has a market potential of 100 million. So in conclusion, with low allergenicity, superior nutritional profile, Rovivirus binding solution with its excellent binding functionality is poised to lead the clean label movement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Paul. You went over. Okay.
Right
Stay
on,
there.
2 minutes.
Stay there. So the questions start with Nadia.
I'm not really the Simon. At least not right now, because this is very, very intriguing. So with Rubisco, you talked a little bit about the environmental attributes. Can you tell us a little more about that with the supply chain?
Yeah, so Rubisco uses a lot less water, right? A lot less land. It's actually, so the way it's actually grown right now is in ponds, and it's also a very, very fast producing plant. So it can reproduce itself within 24 to 48 hours. So it's a very sustainable farming process. There's also a high level of protein, about 40% of protein inside that that actual lemna leaf. So hence the very good for using less water, less land, etc., and very fast growing. Okay.
Is there anything that needs to be done about sourcing it responsibly?
Right now, we're growing it, right? We're actually growing it right here in North America, right? There's a plant, the plant for this particular product is in Texas. So it's absolutely very sustainably sourced and everything and grown.
Daniel?
There have been a lot of challenges in the last couple of years, consumer perception of plant-based products being very processed, that kind of stuff. How can your product help reverse that in the opinion of consumers and help more of them get back on board the previously explosion of plant-based?
That's actually an excellent question, because our product is really absolutely designed for that, right? So one of the main ingredients that goes into a lot of these plant-based products is methyl cellulose, right? Which is a chemically derived additive for binding. So we're actually taking one of these chemically modified products out of the label and actually putting in a completely clean label process. So the way the protein is actually extracted from the lemna leaf, it's a very clean process. It's just decanting and filtration system, so no chemicals at all. So, and it will appear on the label as lemna leaf protein, right? So it's got a very clean label appeal to consumers.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, no, so the first question I had was, how is it going to appear on a label? So that was great, so thank you for that. The second is, one of the big issues with methyl cell, even beyond the sort of cleanliness of it, is the fact that you just can't digest it. And that it causes generally substantial gastric distress.
Yeah.
So what is that? How does your product differentiate there? And then the second question I have is, in terms of processing environment, how does it work? Let's say low pH, high pH, hot, cold, high pressure, low pressure, high shear, low shear. What are we looking at in terms of the actual usability of it?
So your question on methyl cellulose is a great one, right? Because actually methyl cellulose is used as a laxative, right? That's probably part of your question. So in the medical industry, it actually is used as a laxative. So it definitely has a digestive issue for people. So our product has actually been through the full battery of tests, right? So right now we have sulfur-firm grass, right? So we've done all the tox studies, digestive studies. So we don't see any issues there, and there's no allergenicity, being that it's a protein. So I think we can address that. Your second question about how versatile is the product?
Time's up. I'm sorry.
The product is very versatile. It can be used in beverages, foods, across the range of products. Okay?
Can I
His
ask
question was long.
one more quick question?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
This time's up.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes,
Come on.
please,
Okay.
please.
How does it taste?
Oh, it has a neutral taste profile, which I think is very important. So,
Thank you, Paul.
thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Okay, good luck. I'll have up next Ora Reich. He's a managing marketer for Sweet Additions. Ora's a chick. Okay. All right. Avena Pro. Come on.
Today's consumers are demanding more from their food. Clean ingredients, responsible sourcing, and flavors that truly satisfy. But not every ingredient can deliver on these promises. Avena Pro is here to change that, offering a groundbreaking, domestically manufactured oat protein concentrate that's nutrient-dense, environmentally responsible, and delicious. Crafted to meet the demands of modern food innovation, Avena Pro transforms our byproduct stream into a high-value protein solution with a 16% protein concentration. Its mild, toasted flavor and smooth texture make it ideal for a range of applications, without the need for flavor masking, ensuring clean label appeal. Organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, and allergen-free, Avena Pro aligns with today's highest quality standards. It's highly digestible with a near-complete amino acid profile that blends seamlessly with complementary plant-based proteins like pea, bringing balanced nutrition and functionality together in one single ingredient. Avena Pro embodies our commitment to a circular economy. By repurposing oat byproducts from our existing production, we minimize waste and maximize value, empowering brands to create high-quality products that resonate with consumers' sustainability values. Avena Pro is more than a protein. It's a solution for brands seeking to align quality and responsibility. In our ingredient showcase, Avena Pro takes center stage in our protein balls, each delivering 11 grams of protein at just 80 calories. These protein balls highlight Avena Pro's ability to create high-protein, low-calorie snacks that satisfy consumer demand for both nutrition and taste. Avena Pro is ready to elevate the plant-based protein market. Let's lead this change together. Thank you.
Thank you. You still had 15 seconds. Okay, let's start with Sam.
Okay, so something you said was near complete protein, which to me means that you don't have all the essential amino acids in it. Right, so how are you positioning that, especially when you're saying we have, this protein, right, that you want? Is it something that will be designed for addition with other proteins only, or do you see it as going out on its own? A, and B, what does the PDCAS of this protein look like?
So the current PDCAS score is a 0.6. We're working our way up to a 0.8, and that's why I really wanted to emphasize its effectiveness in blends with proteins such as pea, because let's face it, pea protein tastes bad. And our protein tastes really mild and doesn't really affect the formulation much.
Those are fighting words for the purist people. I'm just
Sorry,
saying.
guys. But blended with pea, we've had great success creating a complete PDCAS 1 for a perfect protein.
And you see yourself selling it to other protein, like people as a blender, as a blend-in, as opposed to
as
a standalone?
A component of a blend, yes. But we're working on trials right now to get it up to a 0.8.
Okay, Daniel.
So for all the categories that plant-based protein is in, like dairy, milk especially has been the highest one for penetration, market share. I think a lot because of oat, especially. What are the other categories where you think that oat protein, what kind of products are going to use oat protein the most?
I would say bars and baked goods is where we've had the most success. It's honestly not super soluble, but it's best in more of a bar or baked good. And then our company is working on something else that'll be great for beverages that maybe I'll be here next year to talk about.
Nadia?
Yeah, I was going to ask about functional beverages. How does it interact with other functional ingredients if you're working in getting into an RTD product?
With other functional ingredients, we haven't done many trials yet, so I don't want to speak on something that we haven't already tried. However, it has worked well with our tapioca fiber, and that's the only application I can speak on at this point.
Thank you so much, Aura. Great job.
Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, guys.
Thank you. So we're going to figure this one out. There were only 2 for this category, so the judges are going to talk about it briefly, and then we're going to find a winner.
Are these, okay, these are off, right?
All right, here's what I think.
In the meantime, I want you guys to think about who you would prefer for the winner for the People's Choice. So let's talk about it. Paul Peterson of Global Alternative, no, that's his title. ICL Food Specialties Ingredient. Okay. Then there's Aura Wright from Sweet Additions. I don't know. We got to do this again. So, Paul. Aura. Let's try this one more time. Paul. Aura. We're going to have to go with Paul. Congratulations, you're the winner of the People's Choice Award. We're going to find out who won the Judges Award in a second. Okay. Let me know when you guys are ready.
All right, we're good. What do we do now? We just tell you.
So, who are we gonna make cry? No.
Yeah. It's unanimous. Yeah. It was a tough decision.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, congratulations, Paul. You're the Judges winner, too. You got 2 awards. Okay. All right. Thank you. You were really great, too. You were really good. I feel like I should give you something, too. So we will. We're going to give you a certificate for being a finalist. So thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, next up we have the beverage section category. So first up is Anna Gustafson of Purist. Her ingredient is Purist Hilo. You have 2 minutes.
Someone in this expo hall is going to build the next billion-dollar food and beverage brand, and it's going to be powered by this protein, Purist Hilo. This is actually a high-protein tomato juice. With juice sales surpassing $130 billion in 2023 and sports drinks projected to reach $25 billion by 2027, the acidic beverage market is exploding. That's the same market size as global pet care, cosmetics, and sportswear industries, each worth roughly $150 billion. And consumers are actively seeking protein. 42% identify protein as the most important ingredient they look for, and 69% of consumers use protein products regularly. Despite this, only 2% of acidic beverages launched in the past 5 years have included added protein, indicating a drastic white space and a market opportunity that can be addressed by Purist High-Low pea protein. So what sets Purist High-Low protein apart? Until now, plant-based proteins couldn't hold up in acidic beverages. They'd fall out of solution and taste bitter. The only options were animal-based proteins like whey or collagen. High-Low changes that as the first acid-stable plant-based protein that's smooth, clean tasting, and optimized for high acid beverages. With 80% protein content, low viscosity, and ultra-high solubility, Purist High-Low blends seamlessly into juices, smoothies, even functional waters like we see out on the floor here. Imagine orange juice with as much protein as a glass of milk, protein waters that deliver both flavor and function, and post-workout drinks that offer hydration plus muscle-building protein. Purist High-Low opens the door to entirely new product categories, meeting consumer demand for high-protein beverages with functional benefits. Research has found pea protein supports muscle protein synthesis on par with whey protein, making it ideal for active consumers. Unlike collagen, which lacks key amino acids, Purist High-Low provides all the essential amino acids critical for tissue repair and overall health. This makes it a viable alternative to animal-based proteins, not only for athletes looking to gain muscle mass, but also for older populations looking to maintain muscle health. So who will create the next billion-dollar brand in this room? Those who choose Purist High-Low, the protein that transforms high-acid beverages and redefines sports nutrition. Thank you.
Thank you. Daniel, questions?
Yes. Protein is very popular right now. Like probably, every year you go to Expo, like something is popping off, like mushrooms or plant-based, whatever it is. So is protein in everything, including beverages, going to be a fad or a trend? Like fad, it's going to happen real quick, or are people just going to look for protein in everything forever now?
It's certainly, we see a long-term trend. Demand for protein continues to grow, and it's we're calling it the proteinification of food and beverage. So people don't just want protein and protein, like sports nutrition shakes, right? Of course, you expect protein to be in that, but people are looking for more protein in more occasions. Protein in your snacks, protein in your juices, protein in your nighttime desserts. So we definitely don't see it as a fad. We see it as a long-term trend that continues to grow.
Why?
So from a dietitian's perspective, you have your 3 macronutrients, right? Your fat, your protein, and your carbohydrates. The other 2 have been weaponized, villainized for years, and I'm not going to say that that's a good thing. However, protein continues to have this halo around it that everyone wants protein in everything. It's important not only for muscle protein synthesis, but for enzyme function, for immunity, for all these different bodily metabolic functions. So there's no reason that you wouldn't want more protein. There's really no downside to it.
Okay, Nadia.
How does, from a commercialization standpoint and talking about Purus to your end customer, how does it compare pricing wise and talking to them about incorporating a premium added protein like this in their end costs?
We see this as kind of a convenience play. Think about consumers like your athletes who are, after a workout, they're drinking a protein shake and a hydration drink, right? They're doing their electrolytes here and their protein here. By incorporating something like a premium protein, yes, you do add a premium cost factor, but you also are giving a value add for convenience, which we found through our market analysis is a high value add for consumers. So the value add for the brand is not only that, 1, they meet consumer needs for convenience, but 2, they're able to package 2 beverages in one, which also reduces their overhead costs for, say, putting out multiple different products.
Okay, Sam, please.
Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of pea protein, especially in sports nutrition, right? It's already out there. So you have this new great product. Hopefully it tastes better. Hopefully it's more soluble. What does it look like in terms of cannibalization to your existing products? And how are you guys thinking about that?
Sure. This does not cannibalize anything that we've worked on previously because, like I mentioned, there's no other plant-based protein on the market that works in acidic beverages. Anything that we may have used previously, truthfully, wasn't like as highly functional, right? We could have never put one of our other proteins into an orange juice or a tomato juice. So this isn't cannibalizing.
Does this work in more neutral or alkaline beverages as well?
This is not recommended for neutral pH. That's what our other proteins would be best for. This is for anything pH 4.5 and lower.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank
Great
you.
job. Thank you. Next up is Jeremy Appleton. He is a Director of Medical and Scientific Affairs for PLT Health Solutions, and his ingredient is Dynamite S.
Dynamite is an innovative, award-winning, clinically validated ingredient that is fast-acting and experiential, delivering both enhanced mental energy and sports performance. Its safety and efficacy has been validated in 10 randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials published in the peer-reviewed medical literature, with an 11th on this new form that we're offering today for beverages on the way, completed. It's a patented and proprietary extract of sustainably harvested mango leaves standardized to a powerful antioxidant xanthone known as mangoferin. It's safe, it's grass, and it is clinically shown to provide a very unique combination of both cognitive and sports benefits, including after a single serving, enhanced cognitive performance and mental energy. After a single serving, increased peak power and strength. Increased sports performance in elite athletes. It increases the delivery of oxygen to both skeletal muscles and the brain, and it relieves muscle pain after exertion. So now, Dynamite is available as in a new water-soluble, taste-neutral format that is specifically designed for beverages. And this very format has also been clinically studied. It is perfect for RTDs, shots, any format where stability, solubility, transparency, and color are important for your formulation. So there's an enormous market potential for an ingredient like this that is experiential, that goes right into your hybrid beverages that are now blurring. The trend is to blur the line between energy drinks and sports beverages, and Dynamite fits right into this trend. It is also meets a high demand that we have for an alternative, a non-stim alternative for cognitive and sports performance.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nadia, let's start with you.
Yeah, super interesting. Can you give me some quantitative data? I know you said that it increases kind of a couple of different functionalities for the end customer, but is it like a 50% increase or a 90% increase?
That's a very good question. So after a single serving, for example, with the peak power in the form of Dynamite PX, there was nearly a 4% increase in peak power, which is highly relevant in terms of making the difference between, say, winning a competition and not winning a competition. In terms of cognitive performance, I don't know that I have specific numbers on it, but what we do know is rapid visual information processing, cognitive, the ability to perform cognitive work, like counting backwards by threes or by sevens, rapid visual information processing, memory and attention are all shown in these clinical trials to be affected after a single serving.
All right.
Oh, wait, one follow-up. So can I take more than one serving of this in a day, or what's the recommended dosage?
It's grass up to 500 milligrams per day. This new form is, what I didn't say about it was that it has a 3 times bioavailability of the active constituent, mangaferrin. So this has now reduced the effective dose from 300 milligrams down to 100 milligrams, making it very friendly for different types of applications. It's also water soluble and taste neutral. So you can achieve those clinically validated effects now at an even lower dose. So you wouldn't need to take 500 milligrams of this per day. You could get away with 1/3 of that.
Okay, Daniel?
Okay, so like Celsius has 200 milligrams of caffeine. For a lot of people, even that's actually hard to feel.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when an athlete or whoever has a drink that has this product in it, they actually will really feel the cognitive benefits in a way that will make them want to buy that beverage again?
I've used this product myself, and we've also tested it obviously in controlled clinical trials. It is intensely experiential. It is something that you feel. It feels a little bit different than caffeine, and it's certainly something that we have seen our ingredient partners formulating both with caffeine and as an alternative to caffeine, where they don't want to have too much caffeine in a formula, but they want something extra in there that can be a non-stim boost to the mental energy, and this is hits that note very well.
Sam?
Sure. So I guess it's kind of a multi-part question. The first is, that's okay, I'll talk fast. When you're asking a brand to add this, right? It seems like everything you're saying seems awesome, but the consumer doesn't know what this product is.
Yeah.
So 2 things. 1, how are you guys working to educate the consumer? And 2, if you are convincing a consumer to buy something that's going to add cost to their product, what is a single dose of this cost, an efficacious dose cost on a per, on a per serving basis?
I don't have cost per dose right off the top of my head, and that is also going to depend on the manufacturer of the finished product. So what I will say
but
is
you guys do
that
have per pound costing for it, right?
I'm the science guy,
Okay.
So you're asking me about cost per
fair,
dose.
fair enough.
Okay, but in terms of your first part of your question, this really speaks very clearly to the consumer. When we talk about mental energy, we can dive down into the cognitive tests that were done, but most consumers they know instinctively what that means, the ability and willingness to do cognitive work. And so that they want something to keep them going through their workday, or they want something to keep them going through their sports performance.
But how
and
do
it
they
gives
know
them the
to buy
energy
it
to do that.
How do they know to buy it if they've never heard of it before?
Well, how do they know to buy it? That's usually
He's
the
the science
function
guy.
of the advertising, right?
Fair enough.
Non-stim mental energy. You can put that on the label. We have compelling claims that can go on pack that are substantiated by double-blind clinical research. And so what our ingredient partners do is that we advise them on the outcome measures that are validated, and they take those claims and put them right on pack, and that speaks directly to the consumer need.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
We have samples.
And our final contestant today
Simon,
is Slade
Simon.
Crooks. He is the president of Food Guys, and his ingredient is Titan Sweet.
Hi, everybody. So, as you know, today is Halloween, and the only thing that's scarier than Fremont Street will be after midnight tonight is the health of our nation. Type 2 diabetes is a major concern and growing. In 20 years, they think that 1 in 8 people could be affected by diabetes. Some are even calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. Sugar reduction is an important initiative across the board. You see it all over. Titan Sweet was formulated specifically to address these needs. People have been looking for, sugar replacement to lower the sugar, but you've had problems with chemicals, products that taste bad, gastric upset. There's all kinds of reasons why the current solutions haven't worked. They don't work in high temperature environments, or they don't work in low pH environments. With Titan Sweet, you don't have to deal with any of those negative issues. It has zero glycemic impact. It will not raise your blood sugar, so it's perfect for diabetics and people on a keto diet. It's 100% natural, plant-based, vegan, non-GMO. It tastes great. It has no aftertaste, and it actually has masking capabilities as well. So, it's great to want to lower the sugar, but if it tastes bad, your kids aren't going to drink it. And it is right now in its current formulation, it is a drink-based. It won't survive baking temperatures, but it will survive a hot, pasteurization at about 225, 250 degrees. There's no sugar alcohols. Its foundation is actually a protein that binds to your taste receptors. And so it works in a lot of different environments, and it has a nice finish. As I said, it has no aftertaste. And I mentioned that it's Halloween. Well, the Christmas present in this is that it's a fourth the cost of sugar. So on a per serving basis, it's 25% the cost of sugar.
Thank you so much, Slade.
You're welcome.
Let's start with let's start with you, Daniel.
How does it appear on the label?
Appears on the label as a natural flavor.
Okay.
So it depends on the market, but in U.S., North America, yeah.
Okay.
Natural flavor.
So maybe I would look at other sweeteners like sucralose, incredibly sweet, viewed as artificial and, spikes blood sugar. Erythritol, can add body, but also has some issues that people think around gut stuff. And if you stevia, maybe just not as high performance and has bitter aftertaste. Where does this fit into all of the other sweetener tools that a formulator would have?
Sure. Well, we obviously think it's far better than any of the ones that you mentioned. It's actually in Smoothie King's Refresher line product right now. So for Smoothie King to take it to market, there's obviously got to be some performance there. If you taste it, you'll immediately tell the difference. And because it doesn't create any gastric upset, it works better.
Sam?
I mean, Daniel took most of my questions, actually, so thanks, man. I guess I'm curious, you're saying right now it really functions only in beverage environments like hot fill or maybe UHT.
Yeah.
Are you looking to expand the usage to bakery and snacking and that kind of stuff? And if so, what does that kind of look like in terms of modifying the product itself from from the health standards or the labeling claims or any claims that you can be making?
Yeah, it wouldn't affect the labeling. It's more the nature of the fact that it's a protein, and the protein breaks down at that temperature. So we have not really explored the baking side of it. We want to look more into that, but that's a future. We think that with gummies and candies and beverages, that this can make an impact right now.
Do you see an opportunity to sell as a reformulation tool for people who are, or for existing products in the market, or is this more for new innovation?
Well, with the label being natural flavor, it integrates into existing products. So most of the people that we talk to that are interested in this are because they have natural flavor on their label, and so it can be integrated, make it taste better immediately without having to change the labeling. So it saves costs in that regard.
Okay, Nadia.
You talked about the cost benefits and taste and mouthfeel. What about some objections that you're experiencing when you're going to market?
Honestly, the questions are, where did this come from and why does this work and why have we never heard of anything like this before? So the biggest thing we're running into is consumer fear. We're talking to multinationals about this, and their food scientists are like, why didn't we do this? So the Smoothie King was a big step forward for us to be able to say this is in those products to, as we're talking to manufacturers, alleviate any fears about what is this?
Let me just ask one more. If the product is sweet, but on the label it just says natural flavors, isn't a consumer going to be like, oh, that's sweet? What's in this? Like, why is it sweet if it just says natural flavors?
Right. Well, there are a lot of things that if you look at them on the shelf, they say natural flavor and they're sweet. But it plays very nice with monk fruit and stevia. So if products have those in them already and they have natural flavor, they can cut down on the amount of monk fruit, cut down on the amount of stevia, incorporate this, and it will actually make their existing product taste better because it will help with in that regard. And we can custom formulate. If somebody wants us to put monk fruit into it so they have a call out on their label, it will work in that regard too. We can customize that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Slade. The judges are going to deliberate again. This time they have 3. So you guys do your thing and I'll talk to them. Okay, so we have 3 worthy contestants here. So first we have Purist, then we have Dynamite. Purist High-Low is the ingredient. The second one is Dynamite S. The third one is Titan Sweet. So first, Anna and her Purist High-Low. Let's give it up for who? Do you want her to win? Okay. Dynamite S. Okay. Oh, that's you. Okay. And Titan Sweet. Okay, we're going to do this again. Purist High-Low. Dynamite S. Titan Sweet. We're going to have to give it to Dynamite S. People's Choice winner. Thank you to the worthy contestants. You all were fantastic. You're all going to get certificates as well for being finalists. This was great. Let's see what they say over here, who the winner is. The grand prize winner of the trophy. We have a trophy here, too. We're going to get your name on the trophy, too, for the winners. So you're going to get that sent to you. And the certificates. Framed. Oh, not framed? Okay. Well, you get a certificate. She's like, that's coming out of your budget. Just let me know. Is everyone enjoying the show? Okay. How many first-timers are in here? Did you enjoy yourself? Make great connections? Okay. How many people have been here more than 2 times? Okay. 5 times? 5? Okay. Give it up for them. More than 10 years. Really? Well, you don't count, Sandy. You're the boss. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for keep coming back. And the people who are first-timers here, please come back next year. We won't be on Halloween next year.
All right, we have a winner.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going to announce the winner?
I will do it. Okay. So the winner for this category is Titan Sweet.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the finalists. You guys did fabulous. Like I said, you're all going to get certificates. So if all the finalists can come up, please, for some photo ops. Thank you. Thank you all for coming.